Coach, it is clear, but it is cold here today as EA Sports takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. 30 base.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Rock it.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Strong start by this defense. Third and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. Check 24, watch 24.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The Patriots send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Newman. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
To throw on second down, Newman. Flush to his right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On first down, Newman dumps it off to Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newman. And he's going to go down again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Yards on the return that time, and the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Hey, Zoo! Check 99! Check 99! 36! 30! Squeeze! Hey, Charlie!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Go! Now.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bledsoe. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Now, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
90, Wolf, General West. Hey, Echo. Tighten up. Wide, get wide. 49, check 49. Kill. Go. 5. Hit it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bledsoe is going to float this. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
To throw on second down. Newman. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser Wright. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Ready. 57's right. Hey, we got to get Topper. Kill. Rock it. Leo. Fight.
On first down, Michelle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Haywood. Watch the ship. Alert 3. Gone.
Operating from the gun. Bledsoe. Got a man. It's Brown. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Check 3.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
61, matchbox, lights. Check. Look at me. Go.
From the gun, they run with Michelle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Look, squeeze.
On the ground, this is Michelle. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Check 13. Tight dog. Check 24. Slam.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Come on, set. 8, read. Protein spill. Hatchet. Go out. Deuce. Sponge. Fair. Shoot.
Looking to throw on second down. Bledsoe. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. He gets this one to Boyd. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Hey, exit.
Check. Switches.
Hard.
Check, nickel.
Check. Lucky. Now.
To throw on 2nd down. Bledsoe. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll run on 1st down. Michelle. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Set, ready? 18, Gator. 80 weapons. Hey, wahoo!
Pick the edge. Come. Big edge. Chance.
Look at me, zipper.
Rush in.
Get it.
2nd and 6. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here I come. Here I come. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
Yeah. Hey, Alpha.
It's our time. It's our time. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Rock it. Hit it.
From the gun, Bledsoe. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over.
General West.
Run you over. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Leo.
Slam.
Five.
Operating from the gun, Bledsoe. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Strip that ball. No.
Hey. Go.
Watch out. Watch twist.
Go.
From the gun, Bledsoe. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn
Smooth.
Bang. Alert flare.
Look at me. Go. Let go.
A final shot before break. Bledsoe. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, well, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Off play action. Newman. And that's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun. Newman, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Martin, the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. This quarterback now, he's hit on just 5 of 15 throws, a poor percentage, but it's first and 10.
Check 50. Check. Shoot.
From the gun, Bledsoe. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gray. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Go.
On first and 10, Bledsoe. This will be caught by Brown. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Back to throw. Bledsoe. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Corey Davis. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Looking to throw on second down. Newman. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. Oh, he's going to let this That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Not much more impressive than that. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Slam.
Go. Motion. Hey, check motion.
Throwing on first down. Bledsoe. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here I come again.
Hey, orbit. Check. Hey. Rock it. Leo. Get it.
Off the play fake. Bledsoe. Dorsett's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Down. 60 yards.
All day, baby, all day. Kill. Watch that. Check the back.
On first down, Bledsoe. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are back within a single score. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. His throw incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
He's coming. Double up. Let's go up.
Off play action. Newman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newman. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Now it's Martin. That looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Look at me. Zipper.
Switch gears, switch gears. Check, 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 check.
6 guys. Check. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Bledsoe. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Look at me. Score. Score.
Check 43.
5.
Looking to throw. Bledsoe. Dorsett making the catch. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, dude.
Check 24. Check 24.
What? Squeeze. Now.
Deuce.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bledsoe. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the 1st quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch the boot.
Operating from the gun. Newman nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Newman. And pressure gets to him again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Returnable here from the 38. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
6-6, pull it high. You're out.
Switch.
Bam.
They run. Martin. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Hey, lock it. Check 26, check 26. Switch. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
To throw on 2nd down. Bledsoe. And it's complete to Martin. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Hard, hard. Undercrunch, undercrunch. Choke, let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bledsoe. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Check, 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 check. Showing it, showing it. Check 3, check 3.
5. Yep. Now.
Back to throw. Bledsoe. And able to find Dorsett. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
57, Mike, 57.
Operating from the gun, Bledsoe, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year, and the Patriots have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Hey,
57 Mike 57. You got nothing today. You got nothing. 57 to Mike. 57.
get it.
From the gun, Bledsoe toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to put some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Set up. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check, check.
They'll look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now Joe Mixon, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Watch twist.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Check, check.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Check, check. Go on. Shoot. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Where'd he go?
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here.
A 32-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Well, going into the final play of this game.